Yeah. I grew up going to, Catholic church, Catholic school my whole life, was formed by some wonderful religious sisters and priests, and always with this understanding that vocation, capital V vocation, is a call. And it is a calling to the married life, the religious life, or the single life. And yet it's interesting in hindsight that the emphasis was always on married life or religious life. And the single life was always presented as kind of this default. Like if the other two didn't work out, then you were called to the single life. When I was in my late 20s, and as I was discerning going back to school to study theology and ministry, the question of vocation came up all the time. I was very lucky to be studying at Catholic Theological Union in Chicago, which is the primary school of ministry for a number of different missionary orders, both religious sisters as well as men studying for the priesthood. Lots of lay people in various ages and stages of life study in their programs. And so that conversation was always just a very natural one in terms of who are you and where is God calling you? And, I had never really sensed the call to marriage, and that it just never really felt right. And even though I was exposed to some wonderful religious sisters, religious life didn't feel like it fit either. And it was really during that time that I began to ask myself, well, what does this whole vocation to the single life mean? And, as I really engaged deeply in conversation with my classmates about their vocation stories and their callings, I really began to wonder, like, what if the single life wasn't a default? Like, what if it was actually something that you could discern and choose?